Thank you, Daniel. And if we could just bring Daniel back up again for a minute. I think Daniel deserves another round of applause.
Yeah.
There you go. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
So moving on, I said I was going to kill the stigma of business conferences being boring. I'm going to give you a fresh output, an impetus in business and life. I think we've done that. We've done that so far. But as a business, we have to work together as a team. Team building is key. I see businesses everywhere spend money on trying to build their team without success. Without success. And what I want to do now is introduce my next guest speaker. And he's managed to cotton all of our speakers onto stage today. So, hey, I don't know what we're in for. Well, we've seen a little bit, but we don't know. So, I'd just like to introduce Mr. Tom Newton. Thomas Sellick Newton as a professional name. So, I will give you Thomas Sellick Newton. Thank you very much.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for letting me speak today. It's an absolute pleasure to be in the company of such inspirational people. Dan, amazing, really cottoned on to the end of your speech there. It was absolutely amazing. Thank you for sharing that story. A little bit background on myself. My name's Thomas Sellick Newton. I'm 22. I'm a performer and I'm a teacher. I lecture at the University of Gloucestershire. In live and mediated theatre. It's an absolute honour for me to do that, to teach the younger generation and to give them a real kickstart in their careers. I've done so much. It's been incredible for me. I'm very grateful and lucky to be in the position I am at my age. And like Tom says, I'm going to be sharing. I'm going to do things a little bit differently. It's a little bit kind of. It's going to make this conference and this event today quite unique, in the sense that by the end of my time with you today, of half an hour, I'm going to be teaching the participants the Haka. I've been very lucky in my training so far as a performer. To learn these ancient dances, these ancient celebrations that celebrate all sorts of things such as weddings, funerals, anniversaries, celebrations of people coming in to a Maori community, an outsider or someone of great stature. The way they do that, the tradition in that, the heritage and the culture is fantastic to see, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. You're not worth it. You're not good enough. You're not academically good enough. You'll never go to university. You'll never graduate from university. You're rubbish at what you do. What are you doing? You're weird. These are some of the things that I've been told by people throughout my life. And listening to Dan talk about negativity and positivity was really interesting, because I've always managed to, in my life, to take the negative things that have happened to me and to make them into positives, to drive, to use that motivation to not sink myself into the ground, but to rise up and to aim higher. I remember I was in ethics and philosophy one day, which I found a really interesting subject. And this particular teacher that I had she used to shoot me down every lesson. I used to be never good enough. I used to get ungraded on all of my essays. And she said, if you carry this on, you'll never be able to get what you want. You'll never be able to go to university, you know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I proved her wrong. Not only have I graduated university, but I'm one of the youngest lecturers in the University of Gloucestershire now. Not only that, but I'm doing my MA through research in October, in doing a primary piece of research into an area in theatre that's very rarely been talked about. So I've put a positive out of a negative. I now teach these kids. This is another one of the jobs I do at a company called Theatre Stars. It's a fantastic company. It works with young children that aspire to be performers and aspire to improve their communication skills and things like that. And I said, when I first took the job, I put this status up on Facebook, and I said, all those teachers who doubted me, all those people that doubted me, I'll see you at the next teachers' convention, and I will show you how to teach properly. Because these kids, they were like me. They didn't learn by looking at a whiteboard all day. And it was really interesting hearing what Tom was saying right at the start of this event. The different ways we learn, the different personalities we show. I was a very kinesthetic learner. I learned by doing. I really stuck it out, and I learned by a practical sense. So the other subjects that I struggled at, I learned by doing practical elements. So attaching areas of drama and attaching them, and learning through that way. So we are giving the kids a chance through this, through an extracurriculum company, to give them that chance, to give them that passion, to give them that drive. They don't have to become performers after this. They don't have to become, like I am, a lecturer or a teacher of drama. But this is going to enable them to achieve something that they never thought they could do before. This is going to make them have that drive to find their passion in life, and something that maybe they couldn't find before, because not all kids learn the same. And that's the problem with our country at the moment. That's the problem with our politics at the moment. It's for some reason education is like a factory. All the kids go through the same process, and some are left behind, some are really failed upon. I was failed upon. The education system in this country failed me, because I did not learn that way, and not all kids learn that way. And I'm not saying that as a general way, because I know some kids really thrive off learning through a visual sense. But it's not always the way. So we need to have things like this, And in business, to really connect that with business, it's really important, It's really important to have that quality, to have those alternative methods in business. The Haka. When I learnt this and specialised in this type of theatre, it opened so many doors. Because it's not just standing there and doing a dance and coming off and saying, well done. The Haka is about a community of people becoming one. If you put this in relevance to business, business doesn't thrive on loads of individuals doing separate jobs and not communicating. Then a business would fail. A business only works because you have the different cogs in the machine turning, working together, being one body of people to create a higher aim or a higher goal and to succeed. The Haka is a symbolic reference to that. Because you have every single body in tandem, chanting the ancient words that mean something. Respect, loyalty, culture, passion, this patriotic feel. Have you ever felt when you're with your family, you haven't seen your family in a long time, and you finally go back to them in like a family event. And have you felt that? Have you felt that connection with them when you finally see them again after a long time? The Haka is coming back to that. It's something that not everyone will experience, and it's a shame. And that's why I wanted to bring that today, because you were speaking, both of you were speaking earlier about when you first went into public speaking, and when you first went into something like this, you get a buzz off it, you get a feeling. It's not just a job to you, it's a passion, it's something that you've wanted to do for a long, long time. And now you won't be able to go away from that, because it's your life, it's as well as your work life as well. They don't do it for the sake of it. They do it because it enables them to express themselves, express their heritage and their individuals as one person, as one body. It doesn't always seem, theatre, to have the influence that it should. And what I mean by that is a lot of people see me and other performers, and they see us as separate to society. They see us as not contributing, going against the system. When actually what I was talking about is actually we're helping it. And like businesses in society help society grow economically, and it gives us all the luxuries that we have, theatre enables us to do that as well. It's a tool. It shows us stories. It makes us learn from history. It teaches us the way that we need to go politically, or personally. Dan, you spoke earlier about you being this kid that didn't really fit into a social group, that didn't really have an identity. And I'm saying that's not necessarily a bad thing. Throughout my time as a teacher, and throughout my time before I came into theatre, I was also no one. I really struggled to socialise. I was heavily bullied to the point where I didn't want to go to school. I was called some of the worst things anybody could be called. Anyone would have given up then. Anyone would have gone out of school and completely disconnected from the world. Theatre gave me an identity. It gave me every single tool that education didn't do. It gave me communication skills. It gave me confidence. It gave me self-esteem. It gave me business. It gave me my work. It gave me my income. In this current climate, theatre is really struggling with that. And in fairness, it is getting better. But I'm here as a sense of we need to embrace uniqueness. Theatre gave me an identity, but it wasn't a generic identity. It wasn't something that you could fit into a category. It was me, an individual. I'm not following the sheep. I'm not following the crowd. I'm myself, and that is absolutely fine. To each one of those kids, they will get severe social pressures upon them when they grow older. We know that, we've been through that, right? So theatre is absolutely necessary as a business, as a fragment of this society, that we have to teach them that uniqueness is acceptable. In fact, it's necessary, it's essential. Each one of these is brilliant. Each one of these kids, each one of you even, are brilliant. And do you know why you're brilliant, Dan? Why are you good?
Because I'm myself.
You're yourself. You're the only Daniel Bell of yourself. Nobody can replicate you. And I say this in theatre terms as well. I say this to the students I teach. Right? There's no one like them. They are a unique performer and they are a unique person because no one can be like them. They go to me, oh, that was, you know, I really want to be like this person. I really want to be like this actor. I'm saying, no, you don't. You want to be you. Because no one else can perform like you. Because you have that uniqueness about you. And that's what I teach them. Why do you want to be like anybody else? Because you are absolutely fantastic. Because you are the only one of you. That is amazing. Because no one else can replicate you. And that's what kept me going. Now, in the sense of the Haka, if we bring that right back, right? When they come into this ancient war dance, okay, it's about becoming one, but it's about gaining those unique personalities of those people in the community and putting them into a dance. Each one of them represents that society. You have the engineer. You have the teacher. You have the performer. You have all sorts of people from all different walks of life coming together in union and being one. And that's what I want to show you now. Because in business terms, we're all unique. You could be in the same business, but without individual identities, what are we? Robots. Just because you represent a business, just because you represent somebody else, doesn't mean you can't. It doesn't mean you have to get rid of your unique identity. Because your unique identity will add to the business. So now that's what I want to do. So we're gonna take ourselves into the practical space, okay? And I'm going to teach you that. We, okay, me, the performer, Tom, the accountant, Tom, the public speaker, and Dan, just the overall inspirational genius you are, okay? And also I know that you're a personal trainer as well, right? We're going to come together and we're going to do a Maori war dance for these guys. We're going to come together and represent that coming together of identities to become one body and one business and one group, okay? So how do you want to do this, Tom? Should we move the live stream, guys? Sorry, yes. Live stream, yeah. Guys. Obviously, we'd love to have you here part of it, but we're gonna show you it. We're gonna show you what it's all about. We're gonna show you this war dance with these guys. Should we do it here? Would it be easier?
Yeah. May just have to alter the live stream to pull it downwards. Don't know what people are seeing. So yes, we've got this space.
So the important thing with the Maori Haka, for the start of it, is obviously becoming what we've been talking about, this union of people, this union of different identities, coming in as one, making that strong because of the uniqueness of every single person. Okay, and each of us here, each of us here represent a different segment of society. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to do check, check, kool-aid first. This is an exercise that they would do to get into the Maori Haka. So it's a simple call and response. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, so we're just going to say the words, get used to the words, okay, and then we'll go into it. So check, check, kool-aid. Return after me.
Check, check, kool-aid.
Check, kufisa.
Check, kufisa.
Ele la manga.
Ele la manga.
Mangati manga.
Mangati manga.
KK kool-aid.
KK kool-aid.
So we're going to think about attacking those words, okay? And that doesn't represent that aggressiveness, that just represents that passion in that speech, okay? Proud, the fact that we're coming together as a union. So it's check, check, kool-aid.
Check, check, kool-aid.
Check, kufisa.
Check, kufisa.
Ele la manga.
Ele la manga.
Mangati manga.
Mangati manga.
KK kool-aid.
KK kool-aid.
Okay, we're gonna jazz it up now, okay? It's a simple thing. Dan's been practicing. Okay, here we go. So check, kool-aid.
Check, check, kool-aid.
Check, kufisa.
Check, kufisa.
Ele la manga.
Ele la manga.
Mangati manga.
Mangati manga.
KK kool-aid.
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 Nice. Okay. So now we're going to learn the actual Haka itself. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. So awa tuio wai is what I'm going to say. Okay. And then you're going to respond to me te waka. Okay. All right. So can you say te waka for me?
Te waka.
Beautiful. So I'm going to ask the question. So awa tuio wai is a question. Okay. Then I go kichi rawinga. And then you go te waka, kichi tawinga, then you go te waka again, okay, and then we'll go from there, okay. So what it simply is if you stand like this, feet hip width distance apart, okay, arms out like that, I can see that, okay. Gonu means a kind of like downwards jazz hands, okay. Gonu, fukia is stop, gonu. Fokia, okay, tai, takahi, bam, 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 and we start the rhythm, okay, so let's just try that. So gonu, fokia, gonu, fokia, te, takahi. 1, 2, 3, okay, okay, and it goes like this, okay. Awatui yo wai, te waka's down, okay. So, right, so you like this, and do it with me, okay, at the rhythm. Awatui o wai, te waka, kichi rawinga, te waka, kichi tawinga, te waka, okay, so do the arms with me, so awatui o wai, yeah, yeah. So it's like, what it represents is the row into the community. Okay, so it's a welcoming dance.
One hand followed by the other.
Yeah, so it's awatui o wai, te waka, kichi rawinga, te waka, kichi tawinga, te waka. Yeah? Got it? Here we go.
You guys better try.
Yeah, you should have come along. You should have come along. Right, here we go. Okay, right, ready? So we're just going to we'll go from tai takahi, okay? All right?
Yeah.
Tai takahi. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Awatui Owai. Tewaka, Kichira Winga, Tewaka, Kichita Winga, Tewaka. Okay, let's do it one more time. So really attack that Tewaka with me. Okay,
Yeah.
so really chant with me.
Do you have to speak? Do you have to?
Don't answer the questions for me. So I'm just leading that off.
Okay. So we just have to follow the action.
Awatui Owai, respond with Tewaka. Kichira Winga, respond with Tewaka.
Okay.
So Tewaka's down with that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You're doing really well. Okay.
Ready?
Gonu. Fokia. Gonu. Fokia. Okay. Awatui Tewaka, Kichira Winga, Tewaka, Kichita Winga, Tewaka. Good. Next bit, okay. Tewaka, Kichitatuki. Can you repeat after me? Kichitatuki Owai, Taki Owai, Tewa Aki. Okay?
They have to go, doesn't it?
We'll separate into parts. Kichi,
Kichi.
Kichitatuki,
Kichitatuki.
Owai.
Owai.
So this is going on. It doesn't really have to be in any sort of rhythm. So Kichitatuki Owai, Taki Owai, Tewa Aki. Okay? Kichitatuki Owai.
We split it.
Kichitatuki.
If you guys us, we just...
Yeah.
Kichitatuki
Kichitatuki.
Owai,
Owai.
Taki Owai, Tewa Aki. Yeah, okay. Let's just try it. Let's go. Okay, so we'll go from the start and then we'll feed into that. The great thing about this is that, as you can see, we're relevant of it. This is relevant. They're all enjoying it. Okay, we're all laughing together, and that's part of it. You know, it's part of this kind of community atmosphere. Okay, it's creating a connection between people. So it's a networking thing. All right, it's a physical networking tool, the Haka. So it's creating relationships. All right, I've only known Dan. I've only known Tom for about 2 days. Okay, so it's great that we're being able to connect with each other. It's great that they're being able to share this experience with me. Okay, and that's what the Haka's all about. All right, and you get that in business. Networking is essential for business, and this is physical, representation of that. Okay, so let's do it. Let's go, Rick. You're doing really well. Okay.
I'm not going to be able to remember that all.
No, it's fine. So all I want you to do is this. Okay, so we Tewa on the last Tewaka, and then when I'm doing this, just do that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So it's some sort of rhythm.
Yeah.
And I'll do the words. I'll do the words.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just a simple. All right. I'm asking the question. Tewaka's down. Okay.
Yeah.
Just follow me if you're unsure. Okay. All ready? So let's grassroot it. So we're in this circle, and the circle represents. So we should be feeling each other's. Okay. The breath's really important. Gonu. Fokia. Gonu. Fokia. Takehi. Come on. Nice, guys. Awatui Owai. Tewaka. Kichira Winga. Tewaka. Kichita Winga. Tewaka. Kichita Tuki Owai. Taki Owai. Tewaki. Yes. Well done, guys. Super. Obviously that was incredibly different. But I think it's essential for business. This is about teamwork. This is about gaining relationships, networking, okay? And although it seems a bit strange, although it seems a little bit quirky and weird, this is absolutely necessary, Theatre is an alternative method, like I said, it's an alternative method for education. Kids learn, adults learn in a kinesthetic way. Tom touched upon that, okay? We have different personalities. I learned by doing. I didn't learn by watching a whiteboard, okay? And this communication that these guys were doing here, and credit to you guys, thank you ever so much. I know it's very difficult to do that sometimes, but it's about that. It's about creating networking. It's about creating those relationships with people in a different way. Thank you ever so much. Thank you. Thanks for letting me talk.
Thank you, Tom. And actually, what I'm going to do now is, if it's okay with him, I'm going to get Tom to actually perform his full Haka. I've seen it just before the conference when we went through the mock, and it's something you can't miss. So,
No, absolutely. Thank
welcome Tom back on stage.
Yeah. Are they going to be able to see me on the floor?
Tilt it down and tilt it back up.
Olite. 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 Come on.
Gonu. Fokia. Gonu. Fokia. Die! Die! Ducky! Dewaka, Kichira winga, Dewaka, Kichita winga, Dewaka, Kichita duki owa, Dewaki. Oh, what do you want? Dewaka, Kichira winga, Dewaka, Kichita winga, Dewaka, Kichita duki owa, Dewaki. Upa, 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 he. Upa, 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 he. Upa, 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 he. Saparo, baroi. Saparo, baroi. Saparo, baroi.
God bless.